eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is...
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Tackle me.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Panthers.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On third down, Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the point after.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Chiefs nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. My 52, my 52. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, this is Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain.
So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
That's caught at the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Chiefs 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Coming to you.
Now here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways. Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A short kick taken at the 18. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Hill on the return. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Under 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Open man is Robbie Anderson.
I got you, boy.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Complete.
33 yards that time.
A gain of
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cole Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is I love their approach.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
27-yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
From the 27, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah,
a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Mix the score, Panthers 27, Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
McCaffrey with the carry for
another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it up.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
With the carry for Carolina. Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chiefs 20.
2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Complete.
Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 34, Chiefs 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And the return will stop right around the 25. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater taking a shot for Samuel. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. His throw's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. And shedding through the tackle. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this out past the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And that is is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision.
It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he'll go back to Kelce. This time it's caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Panthers are going to recover here. That should be enough to get them the victory. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one is over.